me?
Yeah, Gus, I'm dealing with a chargeback. It's from one of your homies. Actually, he popped the question into the Zoom thing. Yeah. Anyway, let's not turn this pick my brain into a couple marketers just bickering like bitching about chargebacks and shit. Like, what do we got? Copy mastery. Who's the copy master between you two?
That's her.
That would be me. That is my job.
Okay.
This is
All
like my
right.
number one role in all, like, our entire company. If I had to say, like, what is the most important thing that I do, it's this. And everyone thinks like, oh, it's got to be sales. It's like, you don't have sales if you don't have a message that actually converts and gets you meetings.
True.
So my like number one advice, these slides are so ugly. I didn't want to share them. Oh well. Copy mastery. Be authentic. If you don't sound like a human being and it's not true to your personality, you're going to sound like a robot and you're going to sound like everyone else. And this is really important because, like, those posts that you see, we've made fun of it on this call and other calls before. I'm looking for a ex-client realtor who wants to, or who could handle another 30 buyers this month.
Disgusting. Makes me want to vomit every time I see that shit.
If you take writing that you got in someone's course and you literally copy and paste it into like anything, it's not going to work.
You're not closing shit.
Like, my thing about course creators nowadays is like, maybe they owned an agency. Maybe they owned an agency 3 years ago. Well, Zach and I know that owning an agency 3 years ago was a totally different ballgame than it is now. And so, like, going and taking someone's course content, copying and pasting it, where do you think they learned that? They learned that from someone else's course. That person had other people in their course. Those other people became course creators, and it just becomes this like
pyramid
cesspool of, here's the writing that I used to close clients in 2017, and then people go and use it. And it's like, sure, you're probably going to get someone who responds to that. You're going to get the worst customers on the face of this planet. If they haven't been inundated with that message for the past 3 years, there's something wrong. There's a reason why. And now all of a sudden they're like, oh, I'm interested in hearing about this. It's like, okay, so you're either getting like brand new people to the industry, or you're getting people that just aren't online, period. So they're just seeing this type of stuff for the first time. And it's like, those aren't people who you necessarily want to work with. Don't use someone else's messaging verbatim. It won't work. It makes you look stupid. That right there. Put effort into educating yourself on how to write good copy. Story brand, that's like, there's a book called Story Brand by Donald Miller. He also has a course. I also created a course on like my own way of doing copywriting, because I do think that this is something that so many people overlook. Like, you actually have to educate yourself on writing good copy, because if you can't write copy, you don't get meetings. And that's just the harsh reality of this. And if you do get meetings, they're not with people you want to be doing business with. Next point, speak to your audience. Again, if you're new and you're new to marketing, or say you're just like kind of medium rare, just accept it. Go out and talk to your audience, document everything, focus more on research than selling. Like, take every sales call as a research opportunity. Don't focus so much on like, I have to sell. And if I don't, I'm going to go and cry in bed for 3 days. I've done that before. Don't be afraid to be humble and honest in your approach to everything. Pretending to be a hotshot is like, it's so evident to people with experience. I always know when I get someone in my DMs being like, hey, I'm just adding you to my 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a million figure agency group. And it's like, I can tell just in their writing, I'm like, you've no experience in what you're doing. Like, don't try and be a hotshot to somebody who actually knows what they're doing, because it just makes you look stupid. Just be humble, be real, and kind of realize like where you're at. If you're brand new at owning an agency, you're probably not going to close the biggest brokerage in your city. You're probably going to close someone that's kind of like relative to where you are, and understand that and speak to that person. And sometimes they're going to be annoying clients, especially if they're new, but I mean, you got to learn somewhere.
Yeah. I don't think we can hear you.
Can't hear you. I can see your mouth moving, but I can't hear nothing.
Is that better?
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Perfect. Would you like say you had like, at what point did you hire a success manager? I'm just curious. Like, how many clients did you how crazy did you get before you put that buffer between you and the actual client?
I think it was around 25 to 30 clients we had.
I have no idea.
and then I don't know, like, because like I was managing a lot of the clients, and then plus I was running the ads at one point, and then I was just like, you know what, I can't even run ads if I'm fielding all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we hired one and never looked back. We've only grown that part of our team.
Oh, it's so
It
important.
only gets
Sometimes
bigger.
it's like it can be kind of an expensive, not expensive, I don't want to use that word. It can be like a larger investment in like getting good client success managers, but like, it's just
It's critical, but it's like it's night and day. Like if I didn't have Michelle, like my beard would be gray right now. Like I would probably, you know, I would mentally abuse the majority of my clients on a daily basis. And because I don't know, I'm just a hothead. I'd rather like lose all my clients than take your shit. Like I don't give a fuck. I'll start from scratch. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
care.
I'm kind of like
I'm
that.
just yeah. But you know what's powerful? You can be like that when you have a skill that you can rebuild. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even though your slides suck today, and I'm gonna blame that on Zach. Like your first slides were very beautiful, very amazing, and I think that was Jade who did that. But like
Yeah, he
everything
kept
you're
trying to get me
saying,
to do it.
I was like, help me, I'm
He's
not
like,
artistic.
he's like, do my slides for me. And
Just
I'm
help
like,
me.
this is yours. Do your slides.
This is what you get with
um,
me. Black and white.
The dog wants to be in this. She really wants to like, the dog keeps jumping up. Anyway,
what kind of dog you have?
Should we show 'em?
yeah, we'll show you. She's
Come
a,
here, come.
we don't know what she is. She's a Heinz 57. Oh, oh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. What's what do they call it? Little I want to say Jack Daniels, but Jack whatever,
she's
Jack
kind of
something.
like, if we had to guess what she is, our guesses are like Australian Shepherd crossed with like a Catahoula with maybe a little Jack Russell in her.
Yeah.
We don't know though.
Oh,
She showed up on our doorstep one day and
she's
the rest was
gorgeous.
history.
She's gorgeous. Yeah, you making me miss my dog. We have him with a babysitter. He's at like a farm. She sent me an email today that he was getting chased around by geese, and I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? So
The
he's having
Canadians
fun.
and Africans.
Yeah, he's a 120-pound mastiff, you know what I mean, and still acts like a little baby. Like the geese is probably the size of his leg, and he's still like running away and shit.
God, geese are terrifying though. Well, Canadian geese are anyways.
Yeah, they're ruthless.
They would,
You don't
No,
mess with them.
but she has like wild turkeys on her farm and prize goats, and she has like these dragon chickens and shit. Like she has like 7 different variations of chickens and shit. So like he's in an all inclusive resort just like me right now. You know, just with
Oh, there you
my dog's balling right now, bro. Like